So next quick fire. This one doesn't concern me, but we shall mention it. International rapper Drake confessed to losing over $100 million to gambling recently. Sharing this information with his fans, he also shed light on the pros and cons of gambling. However, back home, a Nigerian man named Olokun Stephen was reportedly dumped by his wife for using part of the family savings to gamble. Though, ironically, the same betting had been feeding them for years. Me, I can tell you this for free. Every time I place a bet, I lose money. I've been losing money my entire life. I've lost more than money.
So why do you continue placing bets?
I don't even do it anymore.
Okay, good.
I don't because it's like I have bad luck. So if I was talking
but
to
this
a
guy
friend
had
this evening.
This guy had good luck because he said he used it to feed his
for
family
10 years. Yeah. And you know, the wife was like, okay, you know, I've had it because there are times whereby there's a lot of tension. I mean, Drake can lose $100 million. It's probably not.
Why? How much is Drake worth? Is he worth up to $1 billion?
That was the first question I was going to ask. Like, what's Drake worth?
Drake is just putting that thing because he got murked by a guy who's shorter than him. Got murked by Kendrick Lamar. He has not gotten over it, so he's now trying to bring this. Leave Drake alone.
Like money ain't a
Drake
thing.
say, I don't want to know. You know what? Kendrick Lamar murked you, put you. The guy devastated you. The guy you brought a submachine gun to a battle. That guy bought a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, I don't know why
two nuclear weapons
so much. Why do you guys hate on Drake so
because
much?
Drake was busy
Not
jumping,
you guys.
sleeping on
Frank.
people.
Okay, fair. Sorry.
No. The whole they hate him. Nobody came. Do you know when Kendrick Lamar did that concert?
Yeah.
Did you see everybody, even LeBron, that used to be Drake's pal, was at the concert, and they were doing.
If anything, LeBron ain't loyal.
Yeah, they're not like us. They're not like us.
That's Serena.
No. Because Drake was also. You see, that's the thing with Drake.
Yeah.
It has to be repercussions, retribution.
This is getting deep, man.
No, it's karma now because he was flapping his mouth about people he slept with, Scottie Pippen's wife.
Oh yeah, that was low.
You understand what I'm saying? And other people, then people's girlfriend, rapper's girlfriend, because he's the hot material. He took somebody half his size, half his height, but quadruple his lyricism.
Fair.
To devastate
Frank
him.
sounds like a Kendrick
So
fan.
No.
Obviously,
I don't. Let me tell you. The
saying.
only Kendrick song I know is the one he did with SZA. That's it.
What's that?
The one. Would you love me?
Yeah. That's a good
That's
one.
that's the only song I know.
I love that
I'm not
song,
even a Kendrick fan.
I'm a Drake fan.
My best rapper.
Are you a Drake hater?
You say what?
I don't think it's just.
No. Drake is. Let me tell you something. We can all agree with Drake fans and Drake haters. Drake is an asshole. He's an asshole.
Okay.
So now he met one guy that guy, violence is his food.
Fair.
Then he came under the radar and delivered, man, that A minor line, Drake can never live it down. A minor.
Yeah, I just always say, you know, Drake wrote Unthinkable by Alicia Keys, so I'm going to give props
I think
to that,
Drake is a great guy, by the way.
No, he's a great guy.
Can we go back to gambling?
Say the gambling, yeah. I don't know how we got here.
I mean,
no,
gamble away $100 million.
No, he's still gambling because Drake gambled with his career, man.
That's right. That's right. I like that.
Anyways, according to Data Reporter survey, an estimated 60 million Nigerians gamble daily, mostly on sports, generating
I'm not one of them.
Bet around 500 million to 600 billion annually.
Let me tell you, betting used to happen those days because when I was a kid, I used to see them hold some orange with columns and rows, and they are marking it. And I will see this Cardiff. I will see. That's when
waiting for numbers to come out.
Yeah. When I saw the football club
Wimbledon,
I thought it was the tennis thing. When I said Wimbledon, I said it's tennis. Why are they doing? I didn't know it was a football club. No, I'm telling you. So they used to do all that betting. It happened, but now. Companies have come out to make it easier because we are now seeing visual.
Backs it up too.
Yes. So betting is they used to say religion is the poor man's opium.
Yeah.
Now betting is.
Because I think
No, but
that's what I was going to say.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
It is.
Here's the
because
thing.
it is the fastest way for you. One of the fastest way for you to make big money.
Okay.
But it's accessible
that's for the
to
people
you.
That's for the poor people that don't have money. But if you look at, I don't want to mention certain brands and certain names on the show, but there's certain owners of these betting businesses that are rich for life.
That's right.
Yeah, sure.
That's right.
If you look at the mathematical equations of how much they stand to make on a daily basis, they're making billions.
Okay.
So even when people are making millions, they don't lose.
Okay.
They don't lose. It's a business.
But when you capitalize on people like Drake, you know, I know situations where Drake has bet on boxing matches.
Yeah, he
you understand?
lost.
A couple
That's
of
Drake
millions
curse.
here and there. He can afford to do it.
Yeah.
The one I heard was, you know about the Bruno Mars scandal?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where I think it was about 50-something million in Las Vegas
In debt.
that he was in debt
Yeah.
to because he lost it gambling. So he
Yeah.
performs. So they're taking out that pay from that.
I don't believe that stuff.
But
Honestly, I don't believe it too. I don't
listen.
I don't believe that.
That's so funny.
That thing, I think that thing is so real because I used to follow a lot of poker games, card games, and stuff like
Yeah.
that. The amount of money that's won, lost, their tournaments. You know, betting is not just football. Gambling is not just that. But in all honesty, isn't life a gamble? Life is a gamble itself. So
Gang
some
is
people,
on fire tonight.
It's almost like
on fire.
you know what they say when some of these Ponzi schemes come in, or even when it comes to loaning people money, they'll tell you what you cannot. Don't loan out what you can't dash out.
Exactly.
So sometimes be cautious with what you gamble with. Be cautious of what you give out in general. So life is a gamble. You put money on the stock market and you think that's not gambling?
Okay, so now that you're talking about that, I'm going to ask you
Bro,
more.
we went far.
Wait, hold
Man,
on. You're on the spot right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
The spotlight is right on you. Have you ever had a gambling mishap?
A gambling mishap? I actually never have. The only one time
You don't gamble?
I don't. I don't. You know, it's an expensive hobby. The only one time I did it was, you know, what, these virtual games with like horses racing, and I actually won. But I needed to get out when it was good.
Yeah.
Okay. I've had gambling mishaps.
Wow.
Yes, I have. Serious mishaps.
The way.
So there was a time I went out with my friends and they chose a particular dish over me, and my dish was horrible, and theirs was better, and I had to eat the horrible dish. That's the closest I've been to gambling.
Better man than me.
I lost my shoes to gambling. So don't put your money on me, you lose.
Let me tell you, most recently,
You're
right?
really a bad gambler.
It's so bad if you're losing property.
It's
When you
terrible.
use your own
I don't gamble.
How did you go back? You went on barefoot?
Yeah.
Oh.
I went on barefoot.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Sorry, gang, for interrupting. So we used to have these celebrity football matches. So we have Chelsea fans that are celebrities, Arsenal fans that are celebrities, and all that, you know. So we played it. That was a couple of years back or 3 years back. We played it. So the celebrities that came were younger than me, but me, they didn't know that I was a football maestro, midfield maestro. No, check it. Go and check it.
Okay,
find
sure.
out.
I've seen one of the games before. You were wearing a blue jersey.
Yeah. I'm like the midfield maestro. My pass, nobody passes like me. They call me Fabregas.
You heard it?
I was going to say Perlo, but
If you say so.
I love Perlo.
yeah, Perlo's
But
got it.
I'm more of a Fabregas person. Perlo is a wizard.
Fabregas was from which club to which?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
all the Fabregases, all
Okay, all the five.
gang, all.
I agree.
That's a cop out now.
No,
Anyway.
cop out. I like that analysis.
So now, I played for a while. I tried to do an assist. The guy didn't score. You understand? It's not my fault. And I gave you perfect. All you had to do is tap it in. He didn't score and everything. Then one of them, I'm going to call names.
Okay.
So
Who?
Funny Bone comes to me. Funny Bone comes to me and said, Funny Bone and I go save comedians. So they are a joke. So now, they came to me in football. They are my friends. Don't worry, they'll understand. So, and AY also, but AY was on the
other side.
Yeah, no. AY actually was on another match. That's another story. But anyway, Funny Bone said, hey, bros, you have to rest. I was the freaking captain of the team. I said, I'm going to rest. I'm the captain of the team. He said, you have to rest because we have people to play and everything. And I go, so they planned it together and they, So I said, all right, I rested. Then the ball ended in a stalemate and they said we should take penalties. They were all afraid of taking penalties. But they were playing at my turf, Campo Square. Okay. That's where I play every Tuesday. So penalties, they give it to me because I'm ice cold.
Okay.
So as I was going to take the penalty, one of them whispered and said, hey, Frank, he was telling Daddy Shoki was our coach. He's not going to score. So I overheard him. You know what I told him? I went back to him And I told him, I said, okay, I'm going to take, I said, ref, excuse me, I'm going to take the penalty.
Yeah.
If I miss, take my car. If I score, I take your car.
Man, this
That's
is rich people.
That is what I
games.
told him. The guy said, I said, I thought so. I went there, kept the ball. Who was on the DJ Neptune was the goalkeeper. Kept the thing on the spot and everything. I did this. They blew it. I looked at that guy like this. From far like this. Boom.
Whoa.
Stone cold. Then I looked at him and I said, thank your stars. You almost missed your only means of transportation. Don't ever try me in your life when football is involved.
Frank the gambler.
Thank you.
I think you should gamble
On
more,
that
man.
note,
No. I gamble with my talent. You know, if I try that thing, I'll lose my shoes. Oh God.
on that note, we need to take a quick break. When we return, we'll talk about surrogacy. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this. They're making me talk about it, but I hope you guys can
Why
help
don't
with
you
it.
want to talk about it?
After the break, the black table continues.
Surrogacy. You talk.